Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Leo? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How you feeling? How you doing? This is the late night energy reading, Leo. Please come in, everybody, and take what resonate, leave the rest for someone else. I love you guys. Happy Wednesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday into Wednesday. By time some of y'all listen to this reading, so we're gonna tap into it and we're gonna see what's in what's in your energy. Spirit guides, talk to me. This is for Leo. What is it that Leo, what's going on in Leo's energy? Okay, let's see what's in your energy. Talk to me, Spirit. Yes, this is for Leo. Leo. Let's see what's going on, Leo. Wow, Leo, I see so far that you're very disappointed about something. Wow. You very disappointed. You closed a cycle. Whoo, you closed a cycle. You closed the door on somebody you were dealing with. Yes. Leo, you closed the door. Remember, everybody, come in, take what resonate, reverse the road. Some of y'all, this are on, a lot of y'all, everybody's on different timelines, okay? On different timelines. Some of you, this has already happened. Some of you going through this right now. Some of you, this is coming up in your near future. Near future, okay? Like tomorrow, okay? What I'm picking up here, Leo, is that when I tell you you are shocked, you are disappointed, you are feeling all types of emotions right now because you were talking to somebody, or there was somebody in your life that I feel as though that you thought was your soulmate. You thought this was your forever person. And then this person, you realize this person starts showing their true colors, starts showing what they are really about. Whatever this person, I feel like whatever this person started doing, okay, I feel like you may have been dealing with somebody was a big talker, okay, a big talker. You could have been dealing with somebody, you could have been dating them at the time, and they was just talking about all the things that they had, da da da. This was somebody that was somebody that, act like they had something and didn't have it. Well, the first card that came out was the Ten of Pentacles, okay? The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Let's make that clear, okay? Next card was the Page of Cups in the reverse. Then you had the Nine of Cups in the reverse, okay? So you could have been dealing with a strong water sign and strong earth sign, and a little bit of air sign here, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody that really, this is somebody that was a total letdown. I feel as though that you got turned off very easily by this person because of what was going on. This person, I feel like you realize this person had nothing to offer you. You got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's clarifying the Page of Cups in the reverse. It's like this person was broke. Whoever this person you were dealing with did not have it like he or she said they had it. They were actually broke. They were broke. And I feel like you went through this for quite some time. Some of you could have went through this between 1 to 10 years, okay? But I feel like you were so caught up at the time that you said, you know what, I'm just gonna, things will get better. You was trying to stay optimistic about the situation. But it turned you off very fast. For some of y'all, it turned you off very fast. For some of y'all, you started realizing that this cup that this person had, this page of cups, this person that ran and chased you down, had a crush on you, wanted you, chased you down, did everything they could to get you, and then you find out that they had nothing to offer you. Boy, do that not piss you the freak off. This is somebody that chased you down, that had a crush on you, that would not give up, that, you the one, did. And here to find out, yeah, you probably was the one, Leo. You was the one, but come to find out, they wasn't the one for you. You didn't know that at the time. This person, like I said before, ran you down and made a point that they was going to get you. And this person had nothing to offer you with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You realize that the Nine of Cups in the reverse, that this is definitely not my wish granted. Okay? This is not who I thought it was. So you end up being with somebody that you had no idea that they did not have, they wasn't about that life. Okay, you could have been dealing with somebody that dressed nice, or they thought about their appearance, but when it come down to their mindset or what they wanted, abundance, money, think they were broke as what. Now, if that wasn't the case, this person came in and they broke you, because you got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. They could have came in and drained the living life out of you. You found yourself pouring all your cup out to this man or this woman, till you just kept getting, look at here. You just kept getting stabbed in the back. Look at that card. Look at the person laying there. You went through a lot of betrayal in this marriage, in this relationship, in this whatever it was that you had. When I tell you, this burnt you all the way out. This person gave you a run for your money. This person came in that you thought that this was somebody that was going to take care of you. You end up taking care of this person. You end up carrying all the burdens. You end up being, and this person took you through a whirlwind, took you through a roller coaster. We live and we learn, don't we? You realize after 9 months, you realize after between 1 to 9 years that this was not. It took you a while to realize that, but this person drained you for everything you had. This person took everything from you. They caused so much pain in your life. And you finally closed this cycle, because it's clarifying the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, some of you could have filed for bankruptcy. You did a closed chapter. You could have filed for bankruptcy. That's how bad you went into debt with this person. This person put you down, took you down the drain. Okay. You could have filed for bankruptcy. I feel as though that when I see these pentacles here, yeah, you got the Four of Pentacles here. You were penny pinching. Some of y'all may be still in this energy now that you have nothing. You have nothing. At the end of the relationship, the marriage, you were broke. This person left you broke. This person left you broke. Let's get more energy here. This person left you broke. Yeah, penny pinching, finding yourself. It's like, it happens so fast is what Spirit is telling me. It happens so fast. You were already in it. Yes. It happens so fast, but the Knight of Swords here. Russian energy. It fell on the World card. You got somebody that's coming towards you. Okay? This could be an ex, the Knight of Swords. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You got the Five of Swords here. They're coming with conflict. Because you closed that cycle. You don't want to have nothing to do with them. Okay? You're going to hear from somebody very soon within the next 48 hours. Ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever the situation was, that this person drained you, and they still got a nerve to come towards you. What in the firecracker jack is that? This is somebody that you refuse with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. You said you won't keep playing in and out my life. 2 Cups. This person you thought was your soulmate. This was a cohesive bond. This was a karmic. You were dealing with a divine karmic, and you thought it was a soulmate. You thought this was somebody you was in a connection with. Okay, 2 of Cups here. You end up being left out in the cold. Okay, you end up look, you got the 4 of Pentacles here. Okay. You started pulling back your energy. You thought you met your divine spiritual connection of this person, when in fact you were dealing with a divine karmic. This was not your soulmate. You thought this was your soulmate. This was somebody that they were playing. This is somebody that had not learned their lessons and did no healing. Yeah, you went through the 10 of Swords, double confirmation. You were blinded. Bitterness, okay, collapse, giving up. Honey, you went through hell with this situation. A lot of dark secrets, a lot of things that was going on. Fear of the unknown, okay. You were dealing with a karmic, a divine karmic. But like I said before, I feel like it was levels to this. I feel as though that it didn't seem like that at first. It wasn't that way at first. It just gradually, like maybe within that year. But like I said, you had already been thick into it, had feelings for that person and everything. And it put you in, look at that. I can't make this up. Look at that. 9 of Swords. This person was a trickery. You've dealt with a lot of, you had your breaking point. Look at that, breaking point. You got tired of the lies, the deception. Okay, you was insomnia, anxiety, depression. You had your breaking point. Judgment call. You awaken because you got tired of this person hurting your heart. I can't make this up. Look at that. You had an awakening, judgment call. This person broke your heart real bad. You cold blocked this person. For some of y'all, you have not talked to this person in a long time. Yeah, you chose your singleness. For some of y'all, you're cold against this person. You're very tapped in. You're a high priestess now. You block this person. And for some of you ain't talked to this person in a long time. They're about to show back up in your life. Somebody's about to show back up in your life. For some of you, you're cold. You got them blocked on everything, and they're coming in very, very fast. Okay. This person was very detrimental to your life. I feel like this was the worst connection that you had been in ever. This person took you through it. Whoever you are, you went through it. It was a twister. It was a hurricane. You went through it, honey. Sir, ma'am. And they got a audacity to be coming into your energy. The Knight of Swords is very quickly off guard because you closed that cycle. And you moving, you broke free and you moving on. You broke free from this. And they're coming in with You're going to have somebody, for some of y'all, they might can't get to you because they don't know where you're at, but where people find a will, there is a way. Okay, where people find a will, there is a way. You better believe it. Believe it, y'all. Believe it. Don't think because you got somebody blocked that they can't reach you. That is the furthest from the truth. Spirit guides God, the card that came out, my beautiful Leos, is protection. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy, Leo. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. Spirit said, I need you to put on your whole armor of God. Put your protection on. Protect your energy. Stop giving yourself away, because this person drained your pocket. Drained you and your pocket. You met this person when you was at a very high place in your life. Your money was right. You was in a good place. And this person came into your life very persuasive. See, that's the thing about it. You met this person. You were doing good. Good. Okay? They turned that end upside down. You were doing good when you met this person. Okay? And it's like on down the road, that's when everything started happening. Yeah, you were in a good place, is what Spirit is telling me. 10s are very significant. 10 years, 10 months, 10 years. 10 is very significant. You had your stuff together when you met this person, and you thought this person had their stuff together when you met them. That's what made you think that this person was in fact your soulmate. Yeah, you gotta know your worth. Whoever you are, you gotta know your worth. You're being asked to honor your worth. It can be easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case. However, you are worthy and you have inherent value. It's time to treasure yourself, cherish yourself, and see your true worth. I feel like a lot of you had to you started saying, this is you got to know your worth, okay? But you had a lot going for yourself when you met him or her. You were in your 10 of Pentacles. And this person brought you down. That's why I say you have to be very mindful, very careful when you're meeting somebody, because some people come into your life with intentions. They know you got it. They know you got something. Then they trying to figure out a way that they can grab onto it and they can get it. So this person was very, very, you didn't know it because you just knew that this was your soulmate. Okay. This person was very secretive. Okay. They were hiding a lot of things. Okay. This person was, it was a big illusion for this person. This person was using you as a come up. This person was using you as a come up. Yeah. Now they want to come in and act a plump monkey, act a plump fool with the argument and trying to bully you and stress you out because you closed that cycle and you done with this person. You broke free. I'm so glad you broke free. Whoever you are, you broke free. You broke free from this person. I'm trying to make sure the light is right. There we go. You broke free. Congratulations. I feel like you were dealing with somebody that was very possessive too. Very possessive, very insecure. Okay? Caused you a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain. Look at that. You were exhausted in this marriage, in this situationship, in this connection. You were very exhausted, burnt out. Look at the person, how this person's body is laying there with the sores all in there. You were completely burnt out. Just being betrayed and just everything just weighed on so much hurt and pain from this. And like I said before, this was the worst relationship I feel like you had been in. It stressed you out. Sleepless, breaking point negativity. Because you realize, you said, this is not the person I met. You got the Page of Cups in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is not who I met. This is not, this person swept down that they had this and that he had this and she had this and he had this and she had this, and they took you for a loop. When I tell you the Tower, that's because this person you thought was your soulmate was actually a cahoots bond. That was definitely a demonic, a karmic. But see, you had already been in it, was already in it too far. So you had already done formed a soul tie. And so this person had already done, y'all done had already had sex several times. And so in your mind was just there. And it's like, you was on a different level of consciousness, meaning lower vibration of your consciousness. This person brought you down. This person could have caused you to lose a lot of things. Could have caused you to be homeless. Could have caused you to go bankruptcy. This person could have caused you to have to start all over again. Yep. You got tired of this person BS because you wasn't happy. Yep. A lot of y'all ended this. You ended this. You moved on. Yeah, with this lover. You got tired of this person. Big ego. You got tired of this person. Negativity. Negative energy. That caused you a lot of distress. Some of you now, like I said, everybody's on different timelines. Some of you done got your money back up. You're independent. You done stacked your money back up. You done got away from this person. But I feel like this person still tries to come into your energy. Even though you has closed that cycle. Say, yeah, this person tries to call me or try to say something to me on social media or try to something. I don't pay no attention, Miss Positive Thoughts and Energy. That's what some of y'all going through. Okay? Some of you, yeah, you release this person and you looking for new love. Look at that. I can't make this up. You release that person. You looking for new love. This person took you through the loop. Oh my God, look at that. 10 of Wands along with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. When I tell you what the lies and the heavy burdens, whoo, yeah, this was somebody you was married to. You left this person out in the cold. Here they come wanting to return and still ain't got nothing. Look at here. Still ain't got nothing. Still ain't tapped in. Look at, Lord have mercy. Y'all gotta be kidding me, Spirit. You gotta be kidding me. Still ain't got nothing, but still wants to return. Look at here. They still ain't got nothing. Look at here. Just want to keep using you. They don't want to offer nothing. They just want something from you. Want to see if you got something. Wanting sex. They horny. They've been in isolation. Want to put their beef jerky in it so they can try to control your mind. Beef jerky or peaches. Trying to get back close to you to see if they can get some more money from you. But see, they've been delayed. Their communication. Somebody could have the communication, like I say, has been delayed. Like they must have tried to text message you, and it couldn't go through. Okay, they've been trying to contact you, but it couldn't go through. So you definitely got them blocked. This person ain't closed the cycle. You are here in your own world. You are celebrating. You are starting to get your life back, whoever you are. But this was a bad relationship, a bad connection that you were in. You went through a roller coaster. Do you hear me? You went through something. You went through a roller coaster, baby. Which way, Spirit? Yeah, this was definitely not your soulmate. Okay? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This definitely was not your soulmate. Five of Pentacles. You look, Hangman and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you went through a lot. Yep, you're not married to this person no more. You're not living up under the same roof anymore. Tomato. So we live in and we learn, and sometimes we don't realize what people's intentions is. You think that when you meet somebody and it just seems so right, and they just doing all the right things long enough to get you all tangled up. Once they get you all tangled up in your feelings, because remember, feminines is moves off of how they feel. They get attached, and so this person knew it had to take some time for them to get attached to you. But the whole time that they was acting as if they had their stuff together, they was actually looking at you and watching everything you was doing, and realized that you were actually their come up, and they drained you, and you went through a twister. And when I tell you, this was a bad connection, because you end up forming a soul tie with a demonic spirit. This was a karmic soul tie that you end up being with. This was not your soulmate. And that's why you went through so much hell with this person, because this person was a divine karmic, and you formed such a thick bond of soul tie with this person that for some of y'all it's hard to get away from. Some of y'all already did it, but it wasn't easy. And some of y'all are still going through this. That's why you have to, sometimes people look at you as, okay, oh, he or she got it, and they just know, okay, what you got, that they can come up from it, and they seen you in your 10 of Pentacles. You had your stuff together when you met this person. You were fruitful and everything. You were fruitful, and they took every fruit out of your garden. Until next time, Leo.